Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another terrific episode of Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet. Today we are finally taking down Team Star, so we will get to see who is the mastermind behind all of this here in just a second. Oh, I could tell who it is already. What a surprise! Oh my god! It's actually... I mean, if you didn't know from the backpack... It is... Penny! Oh my god! What a revolution! My guy looks freaked out. Also, that probably is the length of my hair right now. Jesus, I need a haircut. But here we go. I have to beat them, and she invited Clyde here. Let's wait for Clyde to come out. So I have to beat her, and she invited Clyde so Clyde could videotape it and show it to the rest of the group to convince them that Average Joe is stronger and that Team Star has finally been defeated once and for all, because she can't win to a fight against me. And I'm like, I'm ready. I don't know what her team is going to be. I didn't spoil this part on myself. I really did. I mean, I kind of knew it was her, but I wanted to be surprised by the team. So, that much I could say. I did no preparation for this outside of the last episode. We're going straight from there to here. I went to the store and picked up a couple potions and stuff like that, but that's about it. You know, the standard heal up, pick up some potions, do all that stuff, but nothing above and beyond. So here we go. It's time for us to take down Penny. She's like, no, my name's Penny. Now bow down before the... I don't know. Let's see what she sends out. I'm hoping she... Like every other Team Star member had a type. I'm hoping she has a type. But she sends out Umbreon. I'm going to send out Conehead. I actually think that's a pretty good matchup. She'll stay true to the Team Star code. Fair enough. But I think if Psychic doesn't do a lot... or it doesn't do anything, yeah. Dark Pulse is going to do a ton. Okay, not as much as I was expecting, but Moonblast should do a shitload. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was going to say, I knew it was either Psychic or Fairy typing that was going to be strong against the Dark typing, so there we go, we beat Umbreon. A really cool like, probably my top 10 Pokemon. Espeon is a little bit higher in my opinion, but we don't want to learn Dream Eater because we need a move that puts opponents to sleep. Flareon's coming out. I will switch my Pokemon. I'm going to go into Bobby Boucher here because Bobby Boucher is going to have some super effective moves, and you can see she's out-leveling us in this battle. But based off of her going to Flareon, I'm going to expect that all of her Pokemon are evolutions. Baby Doll Eyes. If I could hit with Hydro Pump once, I think that's what I went with. That would be great, because that's going to be a one-shot kill. I've played with Flareon enough. Oh, shit, it's not. Jesus. I was going to say, I've used Flareon enough to know how defensively weak it is, but I guess not enough. Flareon fainted because it was hit with recoil. That's fine. I'll take that. Okay. It's going to use Jolteon. I'm going to use Dino God. That's the obvious one-to-one matchup there. But Jolteon is... I would say Jolteon is my second favorite evolution. I've used it on almost every Let's Play that's come out on this channel. I would have used it on this one too, but I couldn't find it. Earthquake is going to be devastating to Jolteon. It's going to be horrible. It might kill it in one shot. It comes close, yeah. It's gonna be bad. Yep. Let's use Earth Power. So she's desperately trying to set up against my team, but I think I have something for every single one of her teammates, so it's not really gonna help. There we go. Some level ups there. Vaporeon. Let's send out Sheep Money, baby! Sheep Money will be able to deal with this really well. Like I said, this is the only instance here where I wish I had Jolteon on the team. Jolteon is my favorite electric type by far. I'll give it that. Ampharos being second. But yeah, it would have been cool to have Jolteon, especially in this fight, knowing that she uses the evolutions. Sheep Money, yeah, he just, man, his attack is good, but it's not like that good. I don't know how else to put it. But he does also have a wide variety of moves, so it's okay. And there, it missed with Hydro Pump, which is typically what would happen to me, but we haven't seen that a whole lot this series. Man, we're doing pretty good level-wise. Leafeon, switch Pokemon for sure. Kong, get out there. Kong's going to be able to... I mean, Kong's a starter Pokemon, so his stats are just ungodly. Like, they're almost pseudo-legendary stats. So he is obviously going to be able to handle this. Not a problem in the world. Like, this is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy right here. Leaf Blade isn't going to do anything. Flamethrower is going to do at least over half. Come on. Yeah, one shot KO. I would expect that. Good stats, Kong. It does this little... Okay, I don't even... Slileon? It's the fairy typing, I know that, but... She's gonna, of course, do the Mega Evolution and all that stuff. Because it's the grand finale here. Why wouldn't she? And if you hear any excess, like, mouse clicking, that's my bad. Like I said before, this audio software tends to turn off after like 5 to 10 minutes because my computer doesn't recognize it, and I have it on a setting where like it'll turn off the screen in a set amount of time if I'm not using it, which is really stupid for myself. But regardless of that point, if you hear any clicking, that's why. But I think Shadow Ball should do a lot of damage here against fairy typing. Okay, not a lot. And it uses Shadow Ball in return, which probably, yep, devastating. That sucks. Now, I think Conehead is a good answer here. I honestly don't know. Like, we don't have a lot of great things to go up against fairy typing. So maybe I'll just send out Dino God. Just knowing that it'll keep the Sandstorm going, keep damage flowing, and Earthquake is a strong move in general. So hopefully she doesn't have something that's going to be super effective against us, but we are a dark type, so she probably is going to have something. Moonblast will do it, I bet you. Yeah, it's pretty good. My special attack falls, but I'm going to use Earthquake. Okay, that did a okay amount of damage, and she's going to get buffed by the Sandstorm. I'm just going to go for Hyper Cannon or whatever that was. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to win here, but it was more so just to save myself from switching into somebody to take damage, so I feel okay about that. Free Willy. Free Willy has been really showing some good support the last couple episodes, so hoping Free Willy can do that again. Fire Blast should do a good chunk of damage if it hits, and it does. Not as much as I was expecting, to be honest. It's Moonblast. Is that super effective against the Dragon typing? Shit, it is. Free Willy. I love Free Willy as a Pokemon, but man, that is devastating to see. Bobby Boucher, I guess, why not? I don't really feel like reviving my Pokemon at this point in time, because, like, kind of feels like a waste. Let's hit with the Hydro Pump. That's going to be our hardest hitting move. And Moonblast isn't going to be super effective against Bobby Boucher. It does do a good chunk of damage, and my special attack falls, which kind of sucks. But Hydro Blast luckily hits, given the statistical odds. But it hangs on. So let's... I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing any of this. Oh, just to heal up another Pokemon so it could take a blast if it needs to. I was going to say, because Bobby Boucher is not going to hang on. There we go. And it's a critical hit, too, so that would have sucked if I wasted a potion on that. But Conehead should be able to outspeed, is my thought here. And we have, like, we're looking at, like, 5 hit points here. If we hit with anything, we should win. it goes for Baby Doll Eyes. I'm going to go with Psychic, and we're going to win this out. That's how it's going to go. There we go. I didn't even need to traumatize any of my Pokemon to win that one. That's impressive. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold right now. Or whatever it is that's running through my system. Some sort of flu or virus or whatever it is. But it's all over now. Team Stars ended. I should end the episode now. But I'm not going to. I'm going to include the annoying flashbacks that they have. And go over some of the dialogue here. Which is not my favorite thing in the world to do. But I'm going to try my best to do it for you guys. Because I even kept the pictures spoiler free and everything. You know me, I don't want to expose too much, so she got in a meeting with this, and she's like, we should call it quits. And he's like, hold up, we should break up the team. And she's like, we got carried away, now everything's gotten out of hand. It's like, yeah, that's what happens when these bullies do whatever they're gonna do. I hate the anti-hero stuff, but let's harp upon it, I guess. Okay. But the bullies made a huge stink about what went down. They left the academy. Our plan backfired, especially now we're the only ones getting, I don't know. I'm trying here, folks. And she's like, I'll fix things on my end. Just leave it to me. Like, what are you saying? She's like, I'm the one who started Team Star. I'll take responsibility for everything. They're like, oh, big boss, you can't. And she's like, now that the bullies are gone, you guys should start going to school again. It's like, oh, yeah, what about you? And she's like, I can't go back. He's like, why? There's no reason you should shut out. But like, all I could say is you guys... But she's just trying to say, like, she loves these people here. She's like, I need to take care of some stuff. He's like, big boss, please answer us. She doesn't. And she's standing outside the window in a heartbreaking moment. She can't even face her good friends. That's how torn up she is about the whole situation. Which, like I said, I hate the plot line, but I understand the character development here. Clive is like, I'm glad we could see things to an end. He's like, hold on, Miss Penny, I'd like to show you something. And he's like, why resort to that? Why handle it this way? She's like, I tried telling the bosses we were dumb, but they still didn't quit. Why not simply order them to? Our code is that we can't take orders. So fair enough. Yeah, they took the code very seriously. I had to accept any challenge made to them. He asks, what does it mean to you? And she's like, they're my greatest treasure. So obviously she's heartbroken over this loss. And he's like, what? He's like, now, young lady, there's something I'd very much like to discuss with you. It's like, the whole geezer act. He says, indeed, before let me allow my true identity. He's like, oh, yes, I'm the director. What a surprise. He's like, I need to ask Team Star about what they're doing, pretty much. Wasn't the outfit a little bit much? Plus, I have big feelings about the wig. That's great. That's actually like a really good... That's funny. But you can see he's like, I got something to show you. What does he have to show her? It's all the members of Team Star. Long time no meet. Yeah, so they were all working with her, not knowing what she looked like. And this is really, I guess, a heartbreaking moment for her character. It is, like, I will say, like, I didn't like this storyline, but this moment in the storyline for me is okay, right? Like, there is some climactic stuff going on. They all do the star dance, which is very nice. It's cool, like, I wanted growth and development. I also wanted surprise. The game couldn't give me surprise. It wasn't capable of doing that. But this is growth and development. So it proves that it can do that. And that, at the very least, is something I can work with. You know, like, it's an aspect of the game that, like, I could at least handle. So it's a very good element. And I'm trying not to, like, talk too much here as they, like, actually talk through the stuff, because I know, like, for those of you that like the story and the lore and all that kind of stuff, I don't really want to disturb it with my thoughts, because I tend to be very negative about this game, to be brutally honest. But at the same point in time, it's like, I do want to feed my thoughts in there. Yeah, it's just, it's very confusing, but they're like, we could all stay together. My heart's filled with glee. She's like, but I betrayed everybody. Like, every single person here. You only went through with this to save us from getting in trouble, which is why she went through with it. That's fine. But I think that the bigger element that the game is trying to perceive here, or like lay upon you, is that Penny was probably bullied / harassed more than everybody else, so she became the big boss. And that's why they're all like kind of getting on there. And now he's like, you know, you did all this shit, you're gonna have to pay for it. And they're like, we understand. Right, they take it on the chin. Very nice. But it's community service. And he's like, I want you to manage STCs. She's like, that stands for? It's like Star Training Centers, which is like, it's a very fitting end for this. As much as I hated it, this is a really good way for it to end on. Is anybody moving through the process of becoming a champion has to go through each one of these, battle them, and work their way up through the ranks, essentially, right? And become qualified to show that they know how to deal with each typing, pretty much, I guess, would be the big thing. But in all fairness, if I was the director in this position, that's actually like a pretty solid move. It's a win-win, right? He gets like, whatever, it's something to add on top of the badge orientation. And at the same element, it's so they can continue doing what they're doing, but not doing it in a malicious way. Even though they were bullied and are fighting against the bullies, it simplifies the whole thing. It's a very nice way to do it. That would be my take on it, if I'm being brutally honest here. But I hate it. Hate the whole plot line. Love the character development at the end. And now let's jump over here, because he calls us up here to his office. He's like, I want to thank you with this. You've done so much. My sincere gratitude. I'm like, all right, that's all you got. She was giving me $20,000 per team member beat. Here comes Penny. She's like, I want to work with them. He's like, that's wonderful news. She's like, but there's something else. Something else she did. And she's like, yeah, you know the money I gave? Yeah, I got that illegally by hacking the Pokemon League system. He's like, oh, that sucks, is pretty much what he says. And she lets on that it was easy there, but then like just says like, oh, I'm so sorry. And we need to get this lady involved. And she's like, I figured as much. It's like, I do apologize. Can I ask for some privacy? That's okay. There's another minor cut here where we go down here because it says we have to talk to Penny. I get a phone call coming out, and she's like, hey. And I'm like, I'm going to address you as Penny now. And she's like, there's something I need to talk to you about. Could you follow me down the school stairs, you know, where you first met me? I'll be waiting. I'm like, cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll meet you there. I'm jumping on my guy. Okay. Yeah, she's right down here. Let's go. Let's talk to her. What do you gotta say, Penny? And without narrating this too much, guys, that's all that there really is to this episode. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff greatly motivates myself to make videos just like this in the near future. We'll be coming out with these episodes on Tuesdays and Thursdays until we finish this game. And we'll be playing Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island every Monday for the rest of this month. And then we'll be moving into Super Mario 64 next month, which should be really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you all are looking forward to it as well. Of course, there is some repercussions here that Penny has to face. And, you know, she's still going through her thing here, which I can relate to on my end because I'm going through a thing. Not to this degree, but a thing indeed. So, it's just cool. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't like the plot line, but I do like the way this ended. And I got Draco Meteor for ending it, which is a really strong dragon type move that we will definitely be teaching to Free Willy. So that is an excellent bonus. Next episode, we'll be taking on the Elite Four. So hopefully you'll all tune in for that, because that should be a great episode. Maybe a little bit longer, but it'll be worth it. Until next time, everybody take it easy. Take it easy, Girl Scouts. We'll see you all here on the next one. Boob.